Picture this. A young dreamer, Alex, stands in their cramped apartment kitchen, sunlight streaming through a dusty window onto a gleaming vision of the future. They've always wanted to be a world-class chef, not just a cook, but a culinary artist whose plates of vibrant, mouth-watering dishes leave diners speechless, forks hovering mid-air in awe. Alex can see it so clearly. A bustling restaurant with their name in bold letters, a menu of daring flavor combinations. Think spicy mango reductions drizzled over perfectly seared scallops, or lavender-infused creme brulee that melts on the tongue. It's a dream so vivid they can taste it. But here's where the story stalls. Instead of firing up the stove, Alex spends months curating the perfect toolkit. They drop $500 on a Japanese knife set, each blade so sharp it could slice through ambition itself, and a custom cutting board engraved with their initials in swirling script. A personal touch that screams, "I'm serious about this." A stack of cookbooks towers beside their fridge, glossy pages dog-eared with notes on saffron sourcing and sous vide techniques. They binge-watch every cooking show on YouTube, Gordon Ramsay's rants, Alton Brown's nerdy breakdowns, scribbling flavor, pairings like lemongrass plus star anise in a leather-bound journal. They even design a sleek logo for their imaginary restaurant. A stylized A, cradling a sprig of thyme, mocked up in Photoshop late at night. Friends drop by, see the gear, and nod approvingly. "That's dedication," they say. Alex smiles, adjusting the knife set on the counter. "Just getting ready," they reply, voice brimming with pride. But here's the catch, the gut-punch reality. Alex hasn't cooked a single meal. Not one. The kitchen stays cold, a museum of unused potential. The knives gleam, untouched by onion or oil. The dream remains a fantasy, locked in a cycle of preparation that feels like progress but isn't. Months slip by, 6, then 8, and Alex is still getting ready, still watching reruns of MasterChef while the cutting board gathers dust. This isn't just Alex's story, it's a trap so many fall into. A universal stumble across dreamers of every stripe. Not just chefs, but entrepreneurs sketching business plans on napkins, artists hoarding pristine sketch pads, writers waiting for the perfect pen. They confuse preparation with progress, mistaking the gathering of tools, the studying of theory, or the endless tweaking of plans for the actual work. It's not. It's a cozy illusion. A warm blanket of busy work that shields them from the messy, unpredictable reality of action. Preparation feels safe. Buying a $200 watercolor set feels like painting, reading. The artist's way feels like creating. But it's a mirage. You're not in the game. You're just polishing the bleachers. Take aspiring entrepreneurs. A breed Alex would recognize in a heartbeat. How many have you met who spend weeks, months even, tweaking their website's font size, debating between Helvetica and Arial, before they've sold a single product? Picture them hunched over a laptop, bleary-eyed, adjusting pixel widths while their PayPal balance sits at 0. Or the ones who agonize over the shade of blue in their logo, cerulean or cobalt, while their competitors, scrappy and logoless, are already cashing checks from early adopters. They'll devour the lean startup, nodding at fail fast, then stack it beside Atomic Habits and Good to Great, a fortress of wisdom they never climb out of to act on. It's productive procrastination, effort that mimics work but keeps you safely on the sidelines, cheering for a game you're not playing. Now, contrast that with the people who succeed, the ones who don't just dream but do. They don't wait for the stars to align or the perfect moment to strike. They act raw and unpolished. Want to launch a business? They're the ones selling a $10 ebook on Gumroad before they've even thought about trademarking a name, pocketing Their first sale while the planners are still Googling LLC versus Soul Prop. Dreaming of writing a novel? They bang out a sloppy 500-word chapter tonight. Misspelled, chaotic, alive, while Alex's ilk researches Scrivener versus Word. Paralyzed by options, aiming to get fit, they lace up sneakers, maybe mismatched, and jog around the block, panting but moving, no $200 gym membership or color-coded workout calendar required. Real progress isn't in the prep work. It's in the doing, in the sweat and stumble of stepping into the arena. Every successful person you admire, chef, CEO, athlete, got there not by polishing their gear but by wielding it, imperfections and all. Think of it like swimming. You can read about strokes until your eyes blur, watch tutorials on perfect form, buy the sleekest goggles money can offer. But until you jump into the deep end and flail, water up your nose and lungs burning, you'll never learn to swim. Alex could recite the theory of a beurre blanc sauce, but without sizzling butter in a pan, it's just trivia. The stakes are higher than you think, a ticking clock Alex ignores at their peril. Time marches on while they prepare, each month a lost chance to test, fail, and grow. A year later, Alex is still glued to Gordon Ramsay reruns, shouting, "Yes, chef," at the screen, while someone else, someone who started with a rusty knife and a scratched hot plate, is running a food truck with a line snaking around the block. That someone isn't smarter or more talented, they just cooked, they burned. A few dishes, sure, spilled sauce on their shoes, but they served something real. Alex's knives stay pristine, their dream deferred to a someday that never arrives. Let's zoom out to a real-world parallel. J.K. Rowling didn't wait for a writing degree or a mahogany desk to pen Harry Potter. She scribbled on napkins, in a cafe, broke and determined. Elon Musk didn't map out Tesla's empire before coding his first software. He built, sold, and built again. Action, not preparation, forged their paths. Alex could take a page from them, literally. Imagine them tossing aside the cookbooks one night, grabbing a dented pot and tossing in onions, garlic, whatever's in the fridge. It's a mess, oversalted, unevenly chopped, but it's a start. A neighbor knocks, lured by the smell. "What's that?" they ask. Alex stammers. Just experimenting." The neighbor takes a bite, nods. "Make me some tomorrow, I'll pay." Boom. One step, one sale, and the dream cracks open. So here's the challenge, for Alex and for you. Whatever you've been planning, take one real step today. Not a prep step, an action step. Sell something. A $5 recipe PDF, a quick sketch, a bracelet twisted from wire. Write something. A blog post, a poem, a rant, and hit publish. Build something. A shelf, a website, a meal, and show it to someone. Because the truth is brutal but liberating. You don't need permission, perfection, or a plan etched in stone. You just need to start. Alex's kitchen is waiting. Your arena is too. Step in.